Well, hello there. Welcome back to SKL. Game 2 of Malicious Intent vs. Revolution Death Squad. Oh, sorry, that's too late. Welcome back! We are here with Game 2, guys. Malicious Intent versus Revolution Death Squad. Let's get rolling.
Dude, I'm pissed I didn't get my thing swamped.
You didn't get your thing swamped.
Yeah,
sorry, man.
I wanted my thing swamped there, but I'll go. Maybe in between picks and bans in the game here, we'll sneak it in. I hope so.
Yeah, we might have to take a short break just to swamp some things, but we are in here. We do see the bans coming up. We got Udyr and Poppy being banned away. It looks like Malicious Intent doesn't want to deal with it.
They didn't want their own, one of their key picks, I think, to their last comp, that Poppy, I think it really did great job in ganks, diving turrets, and put a lot of pressure on the map.
We'll get rid of the Corky, taking that away from TSM Never Lucky. Looks like Zero Invictus did not have fun dealing with that.
It makes sense too, but maybe it's just not in his wheelhouse either, because Corky is just strong as heck in every lane.
Too damn strong. But they will take away the Gragas as well as Kalista, a little tough guy. Pretty much had that banned against him all of last season. No one wanted to play against him.
I'm pretty sure they banned it last time. He was banned both times on the red side.
Yeah, Oliver Closeout actually plays it quite a bit as well.
Also plays it, so they don't want to give it up on that first pick, which I think is
much
pretty
respect.
smart.
Much respect.
Yeah, I think it's pretty smart, because I think that would be something that would be snatched up right away with the first pick, but so is Nautilus. So
a huge consistent pick, but it didn't actually work out. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give props. I think Loonshoe did very well on that Nautilus. He tried to duel a lot with Smilodon, didn't quite win all of the trades, but in the late game, his CC and he kept up his farm, did very well on that Nautilus, and I would say he was a huge contributing factor to them starting to win those team fights later on.
The 07 was not did not show how much work it did at that 28-minute mark. It was doing a lot of, not necessarily damage, but CC and frontline, just doing exactly what it's supposed to do, even though it was so far behind.
Yeah, exactly. And we do see a bit of the hover here of Janna and Gnar. Not bad picks at all. I think Gnar is a very strong pick. Haven't really seen Gnar played into the Nautilus that much. But I'm not too familiar with that, but I feel like he'd do quite well. You can farm quite safely with that boomerang once you've maxed it. As long as you catch it, it's about, what, 4 or 5 second cooldown?
He lands a dredge line, just hop away.
Yeah, so should be, and I think he can probably actually hop away before the passive even locks him down.
We'll just have to see. We'll just have to find out,
boys. But they are locked in there. I do like the Janna pick, the shields, the disengage, the peel that she provides. Going to be very strong against that Nautilus. Not sure if you can actually use Monsoon to hit him away after he lands a dredge line.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I don't know. We'll have to find out here.
Well, stay tuned, SKL, to find out next episode. But they are going to...
They like that Shen support. It's one of Mo Money's...
It's a pocket pick.
I wouldn't say it's... Yeah, it's one of his favorite champions, I'd say.
Yeah, it's very strong, though. And like we've seen him before, once you hit that level 6, you can be as global as you want. As long as your AD carry plays safe when you have to ulti, you can be anywhere. You can help anyone on the map. And then as a support... Well, why not bring TP with you? Actually, that was the biggest thing ever. It was just like when some supports would play a Shen support and then you bring TP, because then you go there and you TP back chilling. You're like, what up?
Yeah.
I'm back.
I'm back. You thought you could dive my AD carry? I'm back.
Not today. But they are going to grab the Rammus, and Jinx looks like they're hovering over it. Rammus, very interesting pick, I think.
It's a Genghis Kong pocket pick as well as that Nautilus. They take away his Nautilus, scoop up. Don't want to take the Pantheon in this comp. He's going to scoop up his Rammus.
Man,
no real meta junglers coming out.
I do believe it was Genghis Kong last time that I doubted when I said, I don't know about this Rams, and he made it work. And then I ate my crusty sock.
You better.
So I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt here. I think it'll be pretty good. The Jinx is locked in though, and I think that's a pick we haven't really seen as much, but I think it's still quite strong in this meta. You get especially with Rapid Fire Cannon kind of falling off, Static Shiv and Phantom Dancer being the more utilized picks for the attack speed. You're ready to carry. Jinx still provides so much AoE with those rockets, and once you grab Static Shiv or Phantom Dancer, you just do a ton of damage.
Yeah, it's just a late game. They're looking for the late game, I think, at this point. Once Rammus is too tanky to kill, just taunt him and have Jinx shooting them up with those rockets. Yeah,
just a little hammering away. But they do have quite a big front line, so I want to see a lot of damage coming out from their next pick. I think their mid lane pick needs to be some kind of bursty AP, because with the Gnar and with the Rammus, they have definitely front line. Mid?
Rumble jungle, Nautilus mid. I think that's Nautilus mid.
Rumble, maybe.
Rumble jungle, Nautilus mid. I'm calling out Rumble jungle, Nautilus mid, Scion top.
And actually, Rumble jungle is something that's been coming into kind of popularity. I know Ponox is all about that hype train, all about that base, but he has so much AP damage and he provides a lot of utility to his team. Like, you're just sitting there in lane, next thing you just see this equalizer come out from the river, and then you're just being destroyed by the enemy team. Like, he just has so much impact, and now with the Aether Wisp building into an AP item, it still gives him a ton of damage, and his clear is actually really good.
It's a good clear, and that Nautilus mid is something that's shown up in
Faker,
LCK.
baby maker.
Yeah, in LCK, so maybe they're just trying to replicate those Korean strats and bring it into SKL.
I guess if you have the Rumble, you have. I was gonna say they might be lacking damage, but Rumble and Lucian more than capable of pulling out damage. Scion as well. So this is a very tanky team coming out. Mid Scion as well.
still the same kind of thing. Maybe he'll just ult
boots,
down the river.
Just boot minions. I hope it's AP and he literally just kicks minions at people, and that's how he wins the lane. But the Lux coming through. I love that Lux picks, actually, because if you're able to lock down some targets with your snare, follow up the CC of the Gnar, you can get a straight laser through people, and Jinx is just going to be sitting in the background hammering away with rockets. So they have really good range from their carries, and they have a nice front line.
They have good front line, and if you keep that front line away from the Lux and the Jinx with the Janice and the Gnar Rammus taunt, it's definitely doable for them to pull this one off with this comp.
So, Mr. Buckeye, which comp are you choosing this game?
I am going with Revolution Death Squad. They have way more damage, I think. I think that the Gnar brings a lot more damage than, say, a Nautilus does, and still brings a decent amount of CC, and I think as long as they can get to the Lucian, which is pretty much the only real damage source before level... Rumble's going to need some time before he can do a lot of work.
I think it's going to be very dependent on how these lanes go through.
I agree.
I think that I really like the bot lane of Jinx Janna. It keeps Jinx quite safe. I don't know if it's going to be that great against the Shin. It's going to be engaged. But mid lane Scion versus Lux, I feel like Lux should be able to bully Scion, so it shouldn't be that hard for them to keep themselves going in that mid lane. But as far as the Rammus versus the Rumble, I'm hoping to see a lot of early ganks from Rammus. Once you have level 2 or 3, you're a beast. That power ball in taunts, so gonna have to see. But I'm gonna have to agree with you, team comp wise. I do like what's coming out of RDS, only because maybe I don't understand what's coming out of TMI.
Okay, well, we're going to take a short break here before game number 2 between Team Malicious Intent and Revolution Death Squad, so make sure to stick around for that one.
Welcome back. I hope your things have been swamped thoroughly, because I know Crafty Buckeye has been so swamped. But we are going to go into game 2 here between Malicious Intent and Revolution Death Squad. So on the blue side, we do have Malicious Intent with Similodon bringing out that Astro Nautilus in the top lane. We've got Help Me bringing out the Rumble in the jungle. TSM Never Lucky with that Scion mid. Little Tough Guy on Lucian AD carry. And of course, Mo Money at the support role with the Shen, the pocket pick.
Yeah, I like the bot lane that they constructed, but I just don't know how I feel about those 3 other picks from Team Malicious Intent, and it's just going to depend how this early game goes for both teams, and I think whoever wins early game is going to end up winning this. They do have a great team fight though. Rumble ult, Scion ult, Nautilus ult. The three.
Lucian Q.
Yeah, Lucian ult.
Q, Lucian W.
Yeah.
Get the speed. Actually, I think that's actually one of my favorite things to do in this game. That, like, not even troll. You get Fervor, with the Fervor, and then you W someone and you call, because as long as you call, you get the speed up.
Yeah.
And then while you're doing that, it's also a single target damage, so you get Fervor speed up.
Fervor.
So you're just like, and you're just like running and gunning, and it's just you're so fast while you're gunning them down. So you just like eventually catch up to them, and then you're standing over their corpse just shooting them.
You pass them culling.
I think it's good. Literally the most BM thing you can do with Lucian is you run someone down with the calling, and then if you die but you don't make it to their body, as you get to their body, you stop and you draw the smiley face on their body.
That sounds like something you would do, but
I've never done it, but I want to.
Nothing beats the speed comp with Sivir speeding up that Blitzcrank with a Hecarim just woof.
Dude.
Oh, you need that Jace gate too.
You need the J skate and the Zillion.
Oh my god. But what lane? Jace
mid.
Jace top?
Sivir,
Zillion
no.
mid?
No.
Blitzcrank support?
No. Blitzcrank jungle.
No. Hecarim jungle.
Dude, what's toxic? Alright, Hecarim jungle, Jace top, Zillion mid, Blitzcrank, Sivir bot.
Yeah, that's that.
No. You gotta cut the Blitz. Blitz is fast, but the problem is.
But he seems so fun when you get the Righteous Glory /
Oh, he is.
But with Zillion, you're just speeding up one person, whereas like the whole
yeah,
point
but
is your
Blitzcrank
whole
you can always
team's
speed
around.
yourself up.
But Zillion's just gonna be lagging behind if you don't speed himself up.
You gotta you what you need to do is you need to get a team. Oh, Karma. Cut the Blitzcrank.
Yeah,
Get the Karma.
yeah, okay, that makes sense. Sivir and Karma.
Yeah, the whole point of speed comp is to get one target that you speed the living snot out of. So you gotta have like a Hecarim or a Rammus, a power balling Rammus.
Don't think I know this,
dude. I know we run this comp. We run these comps all the time because we're. Remember that time we ran a speed comp and we crushed so hard we didn't even get a chance to do the group. We didn't even.
And they all we just killed them all. And they said that looks fun.
No, that wasn't even that game. That was a game. That was a game where we got to do the speed comp. But we had Jarvan in our speed comp.
Yeah, Jarvan and Nar. But we still, you sped us all up, and we all just, and then I just went and dunked one person.
What did we have? There's like Blitzcrank.
That was
Orianna.
when Narvin was super strong.
Yeah. Narvin, Blitzcrank.
And then we had like Jace mid or something.
No, it wasn't Jace. It was Orianna, I think.
Oh yeah.
Because we'd ball. And then we just
then
lock. I would just run at someone as Blitzcrank. Oh yeah, because who was that? They tried to flash, and I still caught up to them.
I'm pretty sure it was like a Draven.
And they were just like, cool. And we're like, thanks for the kill. Righteous Glory coin. But I think we're just waiting, guys. I know TSM Never Lucky. They had to pause last game. He's been a bit of connectivity issues. So
going that Never Lucky, I guess here.
Yeah, maybe he has luck in game, just not with his internet.
His internet never lucky. That's what he's...
Must be running on that Comcast. But it's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. Looks like it might be even help me with the internet.
Looks like he's helped me with just some unfortunate internet sharing, I guess. That's gotta upgrade that internet. You gotta be running on that fiber net, that Sasktel.
We're not even getting sponsored by them, but.
Oh yeah, sorry. I can't say stuff like that on stream.
You can
get internet, get good internet.
internet.
Actually, we have Shaw, so I don't even know why I would promote that stuff.
Yeah, but
they're both good providers.
Yeah, everyone has good internet. No one is better than anyone else.
I don't know. Comcast is pretty brutal.
I've never didn't even know.
They don't have it in Canada. I just know in the U.S., like people I play like League with, just like complain about it all the time. Anytime you go on like the League of Legends subreddit, people are like, oh my god, because it's like one of the only providers down there.
Oh.
They're like the big one. Yeah, it's still a little ridiculous, but hopefully they get it fixed out. Because I mean, hopefully they don't need to pause the game for 10 more minutes. There is a 15-minute max on each team.
Yeah, there is only so much we can talk about between these team.
That's where we just pull out our own. So, like, how's your solo queue going, Crafty? I saw you crushing some games.
Yeah, you were playing some too. I saw. I actually spectated, and because you weren't streaming.
Little known fact, got level 5 Ziggs today, mastery.
Ooh,
so
that's gotta feel good.
Oh man, it felt so good. I played him, and then I was like, oh yes. Actually, you want to hear something more troll? So yesterday, I lost 2 games in a row. So then I lost my 3rd game, right? And as I'm leaving, my screen goes dark, like, because I was getting a message, and I was like, oh, I got demoted. Just kidding. Got gifted a skin during that game. So here I am thinking I got demoted, and I'm like, oh, man. And then all of a sudden it was just like, just kidding, here's a skin. And it was like, wow.
What was the skin?
I got Dragon Blade Riven from Splee for my birthday.
Dang.
So Splee actually just RL trolled me. I was actually like a little tilted. I was like, come on, Rito, why are you demoting me? And I was like, just kidding, here's a skin. And I was like,
shout out to Splee.
Hey, Splee, good guy, Splee. But
we can talk about Survivor too. Did you even watch the past episodes?
No,
this one's gonna be so good.
Just gotta catch up tonight.
No spoilers in chat if you've ever watched it. It was on at 7. It's also on at 10.
Those other 2 were good.
Oh, tonight is supposed to be hyped as heck.
Okay, wait, I don't know how many did I miss. I watched the first one, so I missed 2.
Tonight there's a medevac. That's all I know.
It's tonight the 4th episode?
Tonight's the 4th.
So I've missed 2 episodes. I'll catch up. If there's something exciting, I'll go back and watch.
Yeah. The other 2 episodes were a couple of crazy tribal councils, but you know, the medevac tonight got me excited.
I'm actually pretty stoked. Apparently, there's a lot of incidents in this season. So that'll be good. You know what? Let's talk about this. What if you? Me and actually Ponax were talking this new patch coming out. Spoiler alert: Urgot's gonna be broken AF.
I didn't even.
Urgot's ulti now, when you reverse, when you use your ulti, it actually fears everyone within a certain area after you swap, and you can cast abilities while you're swapping.
Rip.
Urgot is gonna go beast mode.
Urgod.
Urgod. Everyone be ready for that Urgot mid because that garbage is coming back, and I hate that champion.
Yeah, Silky Mittens will be bringing out that giant enemy crab god, and I'm not gonna like any part of it. As long as he carries me, then I'll be okay.
Silky Mittens, man, I don't even know if Silky Mittens is alive anymore. I haven't seen that kid in days.
He just sleeps.
Yeah, like you guys think Silky Mittens is like just running around crazy? He's usually sleeping.
He plays League all night and sleeps all day.
Sounds like my life.
Sounds like, yeah.
Not the dream. Get really tired.
Yeah.
You're making mistakes, but you still haven't quite resolved this internet. Hopefully it kicks in soon. But I mean, you know what? So far, I'm pretty excited. This season we've had 2 1-1 splits. So yeah, I mean, that's what this league is about, you know.
And you never know. Here we get another 1-1 tomorrow. Everyone tied after the first day. What? It's like the first week didn't even matter. Basically, at that point, like who cares? But because everyone, it's gonna be tough to get into the playoffs though. Getting that sweet semifinal top 4 spot.
The semifinal berth. That's kind of the goal. I mean, who doesn't want to play at a live venue? What?
I'd get stage fright and just joking.
You get the jitters. You're like, oh boy, I'm gonna beat. And you just, you're Peter the Deleter. You're a beast. No, stop. That name is no longer allowed to be used. Peter the Feeder does not.
I didn't even start it.
Neither did I. That was not me.
Toxic Silky, bro.
Silky Mittens is actually a toxic person. No, he's actually a good guy. Can't bash him on stream. He's a good guy.
He's alright.
It looks like we finally have a reconnect, but oh yeah, here we go. I like the synced clapping. There we go. We are back with game 2. I didn't even. Should I just you know what? We'll go over it just in case you missed it. It's Malicious Intent versus Revolution Death Squad, game 2. On the blue side, once again, we do have Malicious Intent. We've got Similodon in the top lane with that Nautilus. Help me with Rumble in the jungle. We've got mid lane, TSM Never Lucky playing that Scion. We've got Little Tough Guy playing Lucian at the AD carry. And Mo Money at support with that premium pocket pick Shin.
Yeah, and on the red side, Revolution Death Squad bringing in a little bit more comfort picks, I think, in that Rumble, Rammus in the jungle by Genghis Kong. In the top lane, though, Loonshu playing his Gnar. In the mid lane, Zero Invictus with the Lux. And in the bot lane, Oliver Klosoff and Luke Duke playing Jinx and Janna.
Right now, it just looks like a game of dodgeball. They're just each sitting on their own side, line of scrimmage.
No one.
Whistle will blow at about minute 30.
Abilities out, but
minute 30, everyone scrambles trying to find the ball, get ready to start chucking it. But I'm very curious to see how this mid lane goes. I've never experienced mid Scion. I don't know what all the hype about mid Scion is, but
I don't know if there is real hype. It might just be some TSM Never Lucky pocket or
Bakery Boy tells me it's legit. He said he's crafted it under his own skin. You know what? In Bakery Boys, he's an innovator. Talked to him a bit when all the AD carries got reworked. He was a big fan of Quinn mid, and then all of a sudden we just see Quinn in these solo lanes coming out.
Quinn mid is now actually pretty strong.
He's an innovator in himself, so we'll see. But yeah, I think he's just gonna kick a bunch of minions. So we're gonna see how good Zero Invictus is at dodging those minions, because they're gonna be flying at him all day. I think that's really the only way that Sion's gonna be able to harass that Lux. Shouldn't be able to get close enough to get hit by that devastating smash. Is that his cue?
I think so. I don't really know. I don't play.
Call Hulk smash
Or mid Scion, I guess, because Can't really do.
Oh, but Genghis Khan coming up for another gank. He does hit the... Oh, he doesn't have taunt, though. He does line the power ball, though. That's a decent amount of damage going on to Smilodon, who keeps his summoners, though. So the level 2 will get hit by Mo Money. He does get the taunt onto Luke 2. Little tough guy, though, opts to trade with Oliver Close off. Not quite gonna get the kill, though. So they are gonna keep just kicking these minions. Oh, as I said, shouldn't be able to get in range. Does get popped by that, missing the snare, unfortunately. Just gonna back away from that. Zero Invictus just gonna keep poking down with that E. But I honestly, this is one thing I don't think we've seen a lot of teams. I'm surprised that the Janna Jinx didn't try and push for that level 2. They do have the rockets. It does kind of suck if you do push the wave in too far, though. You're not able to do as much. But the taunt does go through. They're going to put down a lot of damage. The Ignite goes through. The heal going out as well. The shield from the Janna will keep him alive, though. Didn't have to use the flash, so bit dangerous there. Should still have that potion.
Used Ignite for a heal, so
that's how, I mean, and that's the thing. If you actually do live with it, it's very good for you. So has that hyper. Going to try and pop the stack. Give him a little bit of speed there, but also cut down some health on the enemy. That's always important.
Yeah,
Popping those stacks.
Winning in CS there. Oh, is that flash being pushed in there? Yeah, it looks like it.
He does go for the flash taunt there. Unable to get it.
The flash burn from...
Does line that snare, though. We do see Genghis Khan come through. The flash goes through, but the taunt should be able to... Oh, he doesn't have taunt. He's still level 2. Who am I kidding? He's just looking to gank all over. But, I mean, even without the taunt, he's been putting a lot of pressure on the map. Just going place to place. And I do like to see this. I do like to see this. So he definitely needs to be a lot more aggressive. Especially, like, look at this bottom lane. Pretty much just juicy. They don't have any wards in the bottom river. It should easily be able to come down there and help out with the gank. So grab the blue, maybe hit level 3 and go towards that. They don't have the ignite. They could lock down the Shen, but there is no summoners on Oliver Close-Off, so they do get in trouble. He's going to be a little short of trying to escape. So it might not be the greatest play. Could be risky, but they're going to back off right now, actually. Let's spend that gold. He does have an 18 CS lead, so not too worried about losing a few creeps in that lane.
I think a gank here from C9 Genghis Khan, a repeat gank mid before Sion hit 6 would be pretty huge, just because now really no escape with no flash up, and he only took TP. So that's something where he could really punish the flash before he gets 6.
Yeah. And that's really important, because I feel like they're going to have to try and get the Lux ahead.
I feel like this Lux and the Gnar need to be pretty far ahead, because Mo Money is just going to look to bully the spot lane no matter what.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. But, oh, shoot. We do see a little bit of the trades going in here. That Giant Shield is really going to negate a lot of the stuff that they keep trying to do. Going to keep going here, but oh, it looks like Ram is finally coming through here. Just going to wheel by. And it's going to be hard for him to secure a kill here if he goes down. They do lock him down a little. It's not really going to be able to find the kill, though. But that's the thing. It's going to be really hard to get the Shen. You are able to use that taunt as basically an additional flash to get yourself out of there. So I think Rams is just going to have to try and focus the other lanes, because yeah, it's really hard to get those two. And with Jinx, she's going to push in quite easily. If you try and trade with rockets, you're going to deal damage to the minions and definitely pushing your lane towards the enemy. But she's going to have to try and freeze, I think, with that minigun. He does have the call, which is something I'm really surprised to see him go back and buy. I know a lot of AD carries are doing it recently, but it's more of a thing you want to go back and buy if you're going to be stuck in a farm lane. And I feel like they have an aggressive enough lane as they go in again onto Oliver Close-Off, that they don't really need to utilize the call for that extra gold. Go for a little more damage, because you have that kill potential against the Janna and the Jinx, especially without summoners. So, but it's still gold nonetheless if you can farm efficiently, and I'm a big tough guy, farming quite well so far.
Yeah, up 20 CS so far. Rumble is just looking to farm until 6, I think, and then just start ganking from there. And already has a huge level. This brand already a level up, probably almost already 6.
We are going to see the TP coming in here from the side of, I think that was the Sion, sorry, coming through with the ulti, but going to take a lot of damage to that turret. They're going to slow him down a bit, so maybe a bit of an awkward TP there. Trying to make a play, ends up just going in and taking a ton of damage, so they weren't even overextended. They got away quite easily, not having to blow any summoners. But that's the thing, yeah, that's the important thing. I mean, Rumble doesn't have the greatest gank potential without that ulti. I mean, you can land those electro harpoons, which does slow, but Not a lot of CC. I guess they do have the Shenton if they wanted that CC in the bot lane, but that's about it. But it looks like actually Gnar going to go in here, try and trade with Similodon. Does mix the rock, however, not going to go pick it up either. Might be able to throw that Gnar. Could hit him into the wall here, but he will get hit by the depth charge, and that should be enough. Throws the rock and is forced to flash. Going to drop out a Mega Gnar here. So a bit of an awkward trade, and went in for the trade and ended up having to flash out almost dead.
I think maybe if he hits that first rock and doesn't have to go back to pick it up, it might that 1v1 could go either way. It might not have to burn the flash. Might have to burn the flash the other side. Nautilus might have to do it, but in the end, just maybe not landing that skill shot ended up costing him.
Yeah, that is true.
It's still a close 1v1 though, so you never know which way that 1v1 is going to go still.
Yeah, ends up forcing the TP out of him, and the Sion has to be very careful as that taunt is available, is flashing away again, so pretty much as soon as that flash comes off cooldown, it's going straight back on there as the Rammus just sneaks by there. So that's very well done on him, just continually going that mid. But the thing is, when he makes them use those summoner spells, he really needs to capitalize on them. It's very important. You go in there and gank. Okay, great, they've wasted summoners, but if you don't really do anything until they get them back up, it's kind of a wasted opportunity. You've got about 5 minutes to make a move. Try and do something with that.
Yeah, exactly. And with these bot lanes hitting 6 and Oliver closed out not 6 yet, they're going to look to engage here pretty soon, I could see.
Yeah, gonna drop the calling there. Not gonna hit as many bullets as I think you'd like. Just quickly cancels. They're gonna keep farming, but gonna try and push that Janna out of lane here. Oliver Closeoff actually still level 5, hasn't quite hit that level 6. Janna is level 6 as well as everyone else in the bot lane, so just try and farm it out. Get him that ulti is available as soon as possible, because that's really the scary thing. They have these 2 long-range ultis on their carries, so if any of the kills try and get away, Flash not going to be the most successful thing. We do see the taunt go through, but just missing. He's still level 5, so probably really needs to farm it out, try and hit that level 6, because that's going to be very crucial to the next fight they have. But it looks like Rumble hanging around the mid lane there, going to try and get a gank onto that Lux, because I think the Sion's going to need a bit of help against that Lux, just who's farming quite well, up almost 20 CS here.
It's weird to see you in the lane matchup going first item Chalice. I guess maybe not large amounts of magic damage, just the Rumble. Maybe.
Yeah,
I might have went Morello, but you never know.
Chalice is still really good. Like, I know champions like Orianna, like the base, and yeah, like Chalice is like one of those items that's pretty much smarter to go because it gives you such good mana regen with her passive. But the Chalice is still not too bad. I mean, the reset for the amount of the sister kill is getting the mana back is pretty good, but probably could have gone Morello's here. But we do see Genghis Khan finally coming mid, but Help Me is there as well, so they have to be very careful if that equalizer does come out. The harpoons being missed, the snare going out, just catching Never Lucky. But good try by Genghis Khan. Not exactly the fight you want to look for, though, with a Rumble lurking around with that equalizer.
As soon as you see the Rumble, you got to back off, which he did, so great call by that.
Momenting is up there, though. He does have the flash taunt available. He's going to use it to lock down Luke 2. So they are going to look for the fight as the equalizer goes through. And Genghis Khan still going in, and he's just standing on the equalizer there. Probably not the smartest thing in the world. Gets locked down. Might be enough damage as Help Me is going to fight Oliver Closeoff. He's going to have to back off. Still has his summoners available, though, but that should clear for a free blue buff steal, which is going to hurt that Lux real hard. He's going to head towards that dragon.
Got it.
Should be able to pick that up free. So they're going to give the blue to TSM Never Lucky so we can kick more of those minions.
More minions, what's wrong with that, I guess. Get that. First item is ZZ Rot from I'm Never Lucky.
I'm assuming he's going to go with this Uber split push build and probably go ZZ Rot as well as the Banner of Command. And they might act. Oh, no, we do. I was going to say they might do it in top and mid, but it looks like the Nautilus is actually going to go with Balmy Cinder, so probably going to go with the early.
I would expect a later ZZ Rot out of him at least.
Yeah, well, for the laning especially, with Gnar doing a lot of physical damage instead of the actual. But he actually goes Spirit Visage first item, which I actually like to see. You see so many Gnars end up going with that Black Cleaver first, and then you get into these team fights, and you're not necessarily as tanky as you want to be, and you go down so quickly. So it's nice to see Lunshu optimizing for that defensive build over being aggressive. And it's going to be good that AP is going to help out a lot with the Nautilus as well as that Rumble damage. Really the only physical damage coming through with the Lucian, a little bit from Sion as well. So I like the itemization so far.
That's just the one thing. There's not large amounts of damage, so I wouldn't even know which damage to prioritize, like armor or magic resist. He opted for the Spirit Visage first item, which I guess makes sense for in lane and stuff.
Great trading here. Oliver Closeoff putting down some damage with the rocket. They have to be very careful that equalizer is available. The calling does go out as Help Me goes in. He has not quite used the equalizer yet, but in the meantime, Similodon is fighting in the top lane as well, a 1v1. Help Me still has that equalizer available. We do see, though, the depth charge going through, knocking Lunchu. He's forced to flash away, but they're just going to clear out that pink ward instead. He's going to keep chasing Lunchu, though, straight down the river here as Genghis Khan comes in. He's going to get the taunt through. They're going to lock them up as he throws out the chompers. No one quite landing on them, and the equalizer finally coming out. That's a lot of damage going on to Oliver Klozov, and he will go down for first blood. And Genghis Khan should be the next victim as Help Me picks up that kill. That's going to be a 2-0 swing there as Lunchu going to get found by Sumilodon here. Doesn't have that flash available, nor is he near Narbar. But he jumps over his head, and he actually anchors the wall going the other way. So very well played. The Lux Laser, final spark going out there. They're going to try and save the turret, but the taunt's going to go out onto Luke Duke, who's going to get knocked up immediately after that, and the kill is going to go over to TSM Never Lucky. So 3 kills picked up there as Lunchu, with a little bit of trickery there, getting himself alive. Could have been a 4-0 swing, but that's a free turret as well for Malicious Intent.
Yeah, they're just punishing these lanes, especially the bot lane that got ahead early with the Cull. They have the same items, but now with the Cull almost cashed out, the Lucian will be really far ahead. Especially not dying, not able to punish the Cull by.
You really, yeah, and that's the thing. He's so far ahead that he can't really be punished for it. It's not like he was behind and was like, oh, okay, well, I better get this. So he's going to grab that, get the gold out of it, and then once you really get the stacks, there's no point in keeping the item. The stats aren't worth keeping it around, using up that extra spot. But once again, it looks like RDS getting a little better. We do see the pink boards on both of the bot laners. We have seen upgraded trinkets from, or sorry, we haven't seen the upgraded trinkets, but we do have the 2 sweepers coming out from the jungler and the support. Once that level 9 kicks through, I imagine we'll see a couple more blue trinkets flying out there in the upgraded sweepers. So Vision being a big part of Malicious Intent's lead early on in the game last game. So hopefully RDS learns from that and tries to get a little more vision control and deny a little more vision this game, help them out. But the Rift Herald has been started on the side of Malicious Intent. Mo Money is up there, but it looks like Genghis Khan has no idea about it as he walks around the back side of the pit. He's looking more for a gank than actual Rift Herald, and then he notices that they're actually there. Looks like the Lucian is going to be in a bit of trouble, but the rest of his team is coming in. Stand United is used on the little tough guy. Lunchu just going to back out of there. He is going to get taunted, though, as Genghis Khan goes down. A great equalizer. He's got to turn into Meganar and maybe try and throw them away. As he does use the calling, he will turn into Meganar, but they will take down Genghis Khan in the meantime. So that's going to be another free kill there for Malicious Intent as they take that top turret.
Yeah, definitely. They thought they had the gank there, and then Shen just doing Shen things, baiting out the gank.
Oh, it looks like Zero Invictus in a lot of trouble, a lot closer than he should be, and that's going to be Help Me picking up that kill. So things not necessarily going right here for RDS.
That's just it. Not Vicious and Delicious. Malicious Intent's early game just seems to be so much stronger. They have a good pick ban. They know exactly what they want to get out of every draft, and they're just punish it. And Revolution Death Squad isn't necessarily a weak team. They look like they're getting punished every game here. Yeah, with the early game.
And they always seem to be kind of caught out on their back foot. They try and make a play, and it looks like they just happen to turn it around. And it just looks like the bot lane has been the big story here too. It looks like Malicious Intent's bot lane has been ahead both games here, which is really important when you have a Shen support. If you're ahead, that Shen's able to roam and make a lot more plays other places. We've seen him. When they lane swap, he goes down. He starts doing Rift Herald with the jungler. So it's just very good for them.
Yeah, and I think picking Rumble into Rammus is probably is really good, because if he comes into taunt, your flame spinner is already on. He just doing tons of damage. That's gonna detour that kind of the taunt on him. Who are you gonna want to taunt? You can't rumble into a Shen. He'll taunt you if you run after anybody else. It's just that's the kind of pick that I don't really. It's not really the strongest pick in the meta. It might be C9 Genghis Khan's comfort pick, but against this kind of comp, it's not really working out.
And I think that's one of the things that you kind of have to adjust to from qualifiers to the actual regular season is sometimes you have to put those pocket picks away and you got to try and focus, okay, what can we make work? What's really strong and what can I play? You know, it might not all champions are going to fit your play style, but you need to find things that are strong in the meta but also work quite well with your team comp. And I'm going to agree with you. It's going to be very hard for this Rammus to get in. You've got to go through a Nautilus, you got to go through a Scion and a Shen. Taunting either one of those three, they're just going to be so beefy in that front line. You're not going to be able to get to the Rammus or get to the Lucian.
Unless you taunt the Lucian, then no one else really seems worth to taunt. Rumble, just flame spinners on. it doesn't.
Basically, it just enables you to take a flame spitter to the face for the next 3 seconds. And they're just going to pick up another dragon here. So it's going to be their second dragon of the game. Going to get this one a little earlier than last game there. So once again, prioritizing very much onto that dragon there. Looks like Moonchu going to get thrown down by Smilodon, but Oliver closes off in a very bad spot here as he's going to try and run away. Throws down those chompers. Going to stop Mo Money for about a few seconds, but TSM Never Lucky going to lock him down with that ulti. He's going to use the Q as well to lock him up, and it looks like they are going to kill him as well. Just getting a lot of free kills all over the map here. It's not looking good for him.
I'm not sure why he was so far off there. That's
yeah, as an AD carry.
Oliver Close-Off usually seems pretty good with his positioning. Just didn't seem. Just definitely caught out there.
Yeah, as an AD carry, you don't really want to be in the front lines, especially when you're trying to deal with it. I guess we didn't really see what was happening, but they do catch Zero Invictus out as the calling goes through. He does use the dash forward. Try to get that a little more damage in there, but not going to be able to secure the kill as Luke Duke is now forced to flash. The equalizer goes out. Is it going to be enough to pick up that kill on Luke Duke? He's just going to back away. The burn not doing quite enough, but Genghis Khan actually, he's in the back there. The final spark does go through. His tough guy trying to pick up that kill. Moonchu going to force the heal, has to flash away from the Super Mega Death Rocket there. Going to use the Q to try and find some space, and a TP coming in from Sumilodon. They're in a very bad spot here. The ulti's not available. Meganar is available if he wants to jump over, but he would be by himself.
Yeah.
And 1v5 Nar, not sure that's going to pay off for you. It's Genghis Khan. He's about to learn the meaning of gangbang as the rest of them come through. But he flashes away. There's no taunt coming through. He's going to get out of there. So, very quick play there for him. He's gonna find some safety there, but they're gonna have to give him this turret. There's no way they're gonna be able to keep this going.
I thought they had a great way to punish them because they were diving in hip turret with a tier 1, tier 2 still up. So it looked like they were able to punish them. Burning little tough guy had to burn flash, but then TP comes in and then they just have to scatter again.
Yeah, I think they're just having a lot of trouble finding team fights where they're all together. It seems like they're kind of getting split. Some people are having to go back, heal, then more come in. They have to heal, go back. So it's kind of very hard for them to try and find a team fight where all 5 of them are solid together, go in as one unit, and then try and deal some damage. So they have to find some kind of collusion where they can go together, go in as 5, and really find an optimal team fight for themselves. But the other thing is, with that Lux and the Jinx, the more this game scales, the better off they're going to be. That's the scary thing with the Lux pick, is like one catch can turn the entire game. You get one good binding and someone's able to follow it up. She just has so much burst damage, as well as Jinx. You get excited in those team fights. You pick up one kill, it leads to more kills. It's going to be good for yourself. Looks like they might try and find a pick here, but that is one tanky Nautilus. He actually does go the first item. It's easy rock portal, just build Bomby Cinder to give him a little bit of help.
Which was smart in lane, and now the laning phase is over. And then screw that item.
Oh, I got him half done. Yeah, laning phase is over. Yeah, screw it. I'm going for the split push now. So, and it actually looks like that Scion is going for that banner of command as well, having that Codex as well as the arm guard, or not the arm guard, but the bracer thing there. I see some Never Lucky. He looks like he's in a bit of a tight spot here as the rest of the team starts collapsing. He does get the flash available. He uses the ulti. Sayonara, he's out of there. He ain't going to catch the unstoppable force. Or it's not the unstoppable force, but he's going to run away. As Lunchu going to get engaged here on Sumilodon, has that Meganar. Meanwhile, the rest of Malicious Intent is crushing down that 20-minute Baron again. But oh, he picks the kill up on Help Me there.
The ward was there.
Yeah, the ward is there. Super Mega Death Rocket going to pick that one up. Are they going to be able to get the taunt to get Lunchu out of there? The Zero Invictus is there, lands the snare, has the laser, should be able to pick up that kill. So that's 2 kills picked up there. And they should be able to finish the Baron here. I don't think it's actually healed it, but it's doing a ton of damage to the rest of the team. Sumilodon might get locked up here. The Death Charge goes through, but they have to be very careful. TSM Never Lucky has re-entered the fight. Not super tanky, though they might be able to get the taunt onto the little tough guy. He's trying to put down some damage where he can. The flash coming from Oliver close off. Needs a few more autos, but he's just going to go back in to help the rest of his team. Luke Duke in a lot of trouble here. The heal going through to keep him alive, though. And they might be able to turn this into another 2 kills. There's a Chomper locked down to Sumilodon and Never Lucky.
Damage.
And they're going to keep chasing. But the damage is not quite there. The team is just too tanky. And he's going to keep running. The snare goes through. Not going to land on anyone. And Help Me is actually back. And he drops the equalizer. And the Flame Spitter is going through. And they re-engage and turn that around and get 2 kills in quickly.
Tanky.
And we were talking about them not having enough damage. It looks like that equalizer came through, decimated, and that's a double kill for that Scion.
They're just too far behind at that point where the damage wasn't there.
Oh, Luke Duke getting caught up by more money, but actually a great tornado there interrupting the taunt, not able to finish it and catch him out. So
Shield up? No.
Gonna die to an ignite. What a way to go down. You make this outplay and then later get ignited as Lunshu gonna try and keep himself alive. They're gonna try and pressure this turret as TSM Never Lucky comes in from the backside here. Gonna try and interrupt. They do get the taunt off. Meganar is there if he's able to gnar them out and save himself. Throws, gets a stun onto the turret. They do pick up that turret as well as another turret going down to creep in the mid lane, I believe, as they keep pressuring. But the rest of the team shows back up. This is like a 9-minute continuous fight. Left, right, center. They're just gonna keep going. But one thing's for sure, the only person not dying in that fight is Baron. She stayed alive. But they do find Genghis Khan once again overstepping, and that kill goes to a little tough guy.
It was almost like they played it out like they didn't know they were there, it felt like. And Nar's just, running away. I'm running away. And then, I'm just going to hop over here while a Mega Death Rocket comes in and kills you guys while you're low.
I was actually thought maybe he might be able to pick up a double kill, but a little tough guy not quite close enough to the explosion. So just picking up helped me, but it's a good deterrence. But yeah, they need to get some more consistent damage. I guess Jinx doesn't even have a fully completed item, so that's going to hurt. His Illusion already has Essence Reaver Static Shiv. So gonna need that IE as fast as possible, then try and get like a Static Shiv, because I don't know if Phantom Dancer is actually still pretty good, especially when you got that dueling potential. And with the Scion, Shen, and the Nautilus, it might be a good idea. The Static Shiv will give you that extra kind of burst when you use those rockets, but I feel like she's gonna need that peel and take a little less damage from those guys who are gonna be all up in her face. But Genghis Khan in trouble again, the calling being used, but not doing a ton of damage to that Rammus.
Especially when they have the wave clear, where Lucian, that team comp kind of needs wave clear if they want to be able to push in through these ZZs and such. But yeah, so I think maybe PD might be good for Jinx. But I definitely like the Static Shiv evolution.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a smart pickup. So the banner and the ZZ Rock Portal are now finished by that Scion. So probably drop those in one lane, drop a ZZ Rock Portal in a different lane from the top lane, and then pressure a different lane. So they can basically run a 1-5-2 going on here.
They're basically a 7-member team right now.
And they find the one. They find the one.
8-member team?
No, basically, I mean, especially when you have Banner and ZZ Rod just like swinging in a lane, and as you look, they have Lunshu bot lane while they're just trying to crush out a Baron because they're just keeping them busy.
Oh, they put the deeper pink ward this time just to make sure they got that ward.
Extra clearage in the Baron pit this time. They have like a ton of pinks in there. Snare gonna go through there, locking up TSM Never Lucky, but they have to be very careful. Using the ulti, they lock down Zero Invictus, then Genghis Khan gonna try and come through. The Equalizer is used as well. That should be a dead Zero Invictus. As Jinx trying to do damage on the backside, finally has that IE, but Genghis Khan being caught out. He's going to be forced to flash the wall, but not sure it's going to be enough to get him out. He has the harpoons available, does miss one, misses the second one. He's the Juke City here, but he does get taunted. You can only dodge so many abilities before going down. They are going to look for the re-engage, though. It looks like Oliver close off. Going to try and put down as much damage. Going to drop that stun on the other side of the wall, landing that. Depth charge is available if they are looking to go on Oliver close off here. So he has to be very careful because one hook or ulti, and he's going to be in a lot of hurt here as that taunt is available as well. The flash taunt actually missing, though. Does get the lockdown, but that depth charge should pick that kill up right there. But Help Me actually picks up the kill instead. They flash the Mastery Smilodon in a bit of trouble, but the Stand United Shield should keep him alive through that turret. Help Me now taking the turret as Lunshu. Very tanky, keeping himself alive. Luke looking at Tilly with the other team. He's swinging in there by himself, but they're going to take him down here as Genghis Khan. He's going to go in. He's got like 2 health left. The Luck's going to try and pick up the kill. Help Me in a tight spot. The tough guy goes in there. Actually uses the heal to keep his teammate alive. They're going to turn it on to Genghis Khan as he's using the point blank calling, trying to gun him down in the streets. Once again, tough guy trying to take on the turret 1v1, but he will survive this time.
Jinx ult? Can you guys kill these 2 low members on their team? Look at how low.
Jinx has got it up in 2 seconds. We'll see if he quickly tries to rifle one of those rockets off. Is going to keep it.
Aim for the base.
Oh, does throw it straight down the middle. Is going to be able to pick up a kill, though. It's going. It's gone as that Scion takes it right in the gut, and he doesn't even care.
No. Pretty tanky Scion right there with lots of resistances, so...
And, I mean, we talked about them maybe not having enough damage, but with how far ahead they are in the items, that Rumble is absolutely decimating through the rest of the team.
Yeah, 5-1, so...
As well as that Lucian with quite the item advantage, just tearing it apart. He's working towards that Lord Dominic's Regards. Going to be able to shred Lunshu and Rammus pretty soon, who actually has no armor yet. He's optimizing to go for that locket for the Janna. So that's going to be very scary for them. Not sure how they plan to deal with that.
I don't know how I would deal with it. With a... It looks like an Abyssal Scepter coming out of this Rumble, and already a Rylai is completed. Scary stuff.
just so much like damage on 2 targets, and then just the front line and split push potential they have from their mid laner and top laner.
And it's not like Nautilus doesn't do damage. Like, for how tanky he is, he does. The Riptides just rip through people still. He can probably 1v1 Oliver Kozov.
Oh, entirely. The scary part, and that's why he's just so far behind. He can't really deal with that. And Lunshu actually just getting decimated by pretty much the entire team of Malicious Intent. Looks like TSM Never Lucky, though. He's going to 1v1, and here we're going to see it. They're going to look for Attilly as they're swinging the melee range Jinx, trying to do what he can to get away from there. But actually,
no damage done. I don't think. How much health gone?
TSM Never Lucky lost maybe a sliver there, but he's got some armor going for him now. A little bit from that ZZ Rot portal. And a little bit coming out from...
no. Did he heal him there?
Yeah, I think he's actually healing him, confirmed. But while this is all going on, they should pick up a free Baron, and they don't even have that mid laner there. But Genghis Khan in a lot of trouble here. He gets hooked in, and he's going to get decimated. The laser going through, but that's not going to be enough to really do anything. And now they have a Baron buff Scion in the bot lane with ZZ Rot portal and Banner. So that's going to be a pretty hard lane to take down. He's probably going to wait for the next cannon creep and then use the banner on that one, as the cannon creep just went down in the wave. He was standing in there. So he's going to back off. That fourth dragon, coming up in the next minute and a half. So that should be another easy pickup for Malicious Intent.
I think the timer is like within 5 minutes for this game to end. That's just my prediction, though.
I think they should be able to make a pretty strong final push here with Baron if they group up. They've shown that they're able to dive turrets already, and now with super empowered minions, should be pretty easy to just waltz in there and take a few inhibitors for yourself.
This game doesn't feel like it's been 28 minutes, though. Like, that was the end of 30 minutes was the last game, so it feels like they're putting on more of a beating than last game.
Maybe just a little more action this time.
I would say more action, and just they needed to wait to get their.
Well, the equalizer going on. Oliver Kozov been taking a lot of damage. A flash calling it. One more hit should be enough. But Lucian being the real MVP, blocking a lot of damage. But that Lucian is very strong. He goes in and he actually kills one target. He almost kills 3 of them solely by himself. Wow, I guess that equalizer did do a lot of work. And Genghis Khan once again going in 1v5. And see you later, bud. Thanks for coming out, but not gonna be the right guy today.
No. And here comes the bear. Put the ZZ Rod in that lane and the Banner in a different, and they're just gonna take 3 inhibs here.
They should be able to end the game off this push. The Rammus is gone. Lux being a majority of their wave player, they do have that static shift, but they go in onto Lunshu here. He does get locked down. He's trying to run away. The depth or the anchor does just miss, but it doesn't matter. The depth charge gonna go on to Oliver Kozov. His little tough guy picks up another kill for himself. He is unstoppable. 7-0-6 flexing his muscles this game. Getting to show maybe he's a big tough guy.
Yeah, it just throws me off his name with big tough guy, now it's little tough guy. But
stop hitting the weights, man. You got a little.
He got a little. But he's still tough. He's still got that tough mind, that gritty mind that this team needs. Malicious Intent. They're really showing that. Maliciousness in this one.
Their intent is strong. We'll just make these cringeworthy puns until the game ends. But they don't actually end the game. They pick up the 2 inhibitors, but should be able to go down, grab that 4th dragon, steal a blue buff, and then head back top lane. They have those ZZ Rot ports. Oh, this one's gonna be taken down, but they have one in the bottom lane, I believe. There, yeah, just off to the side there. Should put a little more pressure with those super creeps. Grab that 4th dragon. Go B. They still have Baron buff. So they've got 4 drags. It's 30 minutes into the game. They've got that Baron, so they should be able to just swing top, and that should be an easy turret. While the rest of the map, they're gonna have to try and push those minion waves, and with only Lux and Jinx gonna be able to clear those, who's gonna be able to defend that top turret?
Nobody.
Janna. Just sell all your items and build AP. Well, guess he does have the Frost Queens. Quickly just sell Chalice to get like a Fiendish Codex or a Needlessly Large and just try and clear with your Q, and you shield the turret as much as possible.
Just clear. Yeah. How hard would that be? That's GG. That's the win condition right now. Banner, you need to go full AP.
Sometimes you just gotta take a hit for your team and be like, listen guys, I know this is an unconventional build, but we need to win the game. I gotta do what I gotta do.
Must be done.
It actually looks like Lucian builds another ZZ Rot portal, so we've got 3 ZZ Rot portals coming out from the side. He's doing enough damage. He's like, yo guys, I want to help with the split push too. Let me put down a 3rd portal.
That just seems a little cocky, but they can do it, I guess.
Yeah.
This far ahead.
Well, you gotta get as many portals as you can get. But I mean, with a 20,000 gold lead, you could probably buy a ZZ Raw portal. And
I wish it was still banned. Honestly, I hate that.
It's a little ridiculous. It's a little sad. Yeah, you can't. It's not exactly the greatest AD carry item, but I mean, it does help you push.
Like I didn't even know the item existed.
Oh, we do see the re-engage, though. He does go in. The taunt going through with 2 people, and they're going to lock down Zero Invictus. He's going to go down as the Equalizers, burning down the rest of the backline. They're going to take down all of our clothes off, as well as Luke Duke, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to shield himself to keep himself alive a little longer, as Loonshoe is going to be the next target of this team fight. They will take him down, and that'll be Sumilidon becoming 5-0-8. He's unstoppable now, so that's pretty scary. They've got a huge wave pushing in here. They're probably going to end the game. They might go for the kill onto Luke Duke here as they immediately turn, pick him up. Genghis Khan should go down here as well. They're not going to tower dive, or fountain dive, sorry. Being a little smarter than that. And they will pick up the second win here. And that's actually at the first 2-0 of the season.
Yeah, first place.
So that's Malicious Intent taking first place once again, looking for that throne.
It's going to be hard not calling them Vicious and Delicious, but I think we adapted pretty well here. Malicious Intent securing their first place after week 1. Couple wasn't necessarily Revolution Death Squad's best showing, but Malicious Intent showing that they are a team to fight with.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of have a revamped roster from last season, kind of combining 2 different teams and then picking up 2 new players. They grabbed Similodon and Little Tough Guy from Indecision. They've got Mo Money, who's the original Vicious and Delicious member, pick up 2 other guys, and now it's just 5 of them, and they look just as strong. Yeah,
and that I'm excited to see them go against maybe some of these stronger teams. The Revolution Death Squad, not really a dominant team out of qualifiers. They held their own. They made it in SKL. I'm not trying to put them down or anything, but
trying to take away from them?
No, nothing.
Crafty, you looking at you, calling them out. You calling them out?
I think they can, if they come back with a couple stronger meta picks. The Rammus 0-7-1 did not do much that game, and I really liked most of their pick band except for that Rammus pick. Yeah, it's kind of just really not much you can do when they just snowballed their early game so hard.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. It's just it would just be really hard for him to find and engage. Like we said, they just have so much frontline, so many beefy people. Can't really get through it. And we were worried about them not having enough damage, and they gave us the crusty sock.
Yeah, exactly.
So can't do much about it. But Little Tough Guy builds a ZZ Route portal, still decimates. I mean, that Rumble ulti, showing the strength of Rumble jungle. I think it's a really underestimated thing. Takes a lot of skill to play. So
I agree.
Can't do much about that. So they're gonna pick up their second win, and I guess that leads us to tomorrow, where we will have the last 2 teams qualifying. That will be ADP Gaming versus Sasquatches.
That's the 2 teams out of qualifiers. They both won through tiebreakers. So we'll see who is the better team out of those 2, I guess.
The tiebreakers going head to head.
Yeah.
Very curious to see how this goes. But I guess that's really all from us tonight, guys. I guess we'll give a quick shout out to our sponsors. We got Mana Bar, Saskatoon's premier esports bar. Make sure to go check them out. When they're open, they won't steal your mail. We also have Wide Mouth Media. I mean, guys, things don't look good because I make them look good. I mean, Crafty's a pretty handsome guy, but to add to his...
I got a lot of help here from Wide Mouth Media.
Don't take away. It's just, they frame him so he looks even more handsome. So they bring out the best in him.
All CGI.
So yeah, make sure you guys give them a check out. They make a lot of cool stuff. They do a lot. So more than just make these overlays and stuff. Yeah. Do a ton of stuff. So make sure to give them a look. I mean, huge shout out to the one and only Skillos over there. For your hand in there. But... doing all the behind the scenes work that you guys don't really see, so huge shout out to him. Make sure you guys check out the games tomorrow. Once again at 7 o'clock. That will be Sasquatches versus ADP Gaming. I've been Blake, the Xaninator Xanadine. This has been Peter, Crafty Buckeye McKay.
Yeah, it's been a good one, guys.
From us, guys, have a good night.